So today I'm going to review some Sega Dreamcast controllers. I've got a few wired controllers here and I got a pair of wireless controllers. I guess I'll just start off with the worst controller and work my way up. I'm going to have to say that this guy in the back corner here is the worst overall just because of the layout straight up. I mean, every time you play a new game you're going to have to figure out the buttons just because of this Sega Genesis style layout right here. Other than that, the triggers in the back here, just the angle they're on, they're going to stick quite frequently and get pressed up against the top harder than they should, so they don't work very well. The analog stick is actually made very well, and the D-pad are made very well, and the controller itself is fairly comfortable. Those are the only good things I can say about the controller. This is the Quantum Fighter Pad by Interact. It's got a program button and an auto button. I don't know what those do. I've tried them and they don't seem to do too much. The second worst controllers on the list are this pair of Dock's wireless controllers right here. If you want to hook these bad boys up, you just take the base here. It's got two controller connectors. You hook those in your Dreamcast, put your VMU in the back, and then it's got four sensors here. Left side's for one player, right side's for two player, and yeah, you just put that on top of your TV or in front of it. You just switch from one player to two player right here, whichever one you want. And I guess the pros for this one are that all the buttons are made pretty sturdy. They all work fairly well, the analog stick especially. It's very comfortable actually. Triggers are on the back right here, nice and low. But there's a couple bad things. For instance, the latency is just terrible. So anytime you press a button, the response time isn't very good. You're not really gonna want to use this for any game. But just due to the fact that the controller is actually very comfortable and everything's made so well, I'd still put it one up to the Interact Quantum Fighter Pad. Another cool feature about these wireless controllers here is the fact that they actually had built-in rumble packs, which was pretty awesome for the time. Something that's not so cool though is the fact that you have to use 4 AAA batteries for each controller. But I mean, hey, I'm sure you're used to that if you're using some wireless controllers right now. The second best controller I've got here is this Performance Astro Pad right here. It's nice and big like the old Xbox controllers, and it's actually very comfortable. The D-pad here works very well. It's actually one of the best I've used on any Dreamcast controller. The triggers here are actually made very well, placed very well, and they work really smooth. No sticking or anything like that. Everything's placed very well and the buttons are all sturdy. There's not really anything bad I can say about this one, other than the fact that the analog stick, if you can see that, it rotates, and sometimes it'll turn when you don't want it to. But other than that, it's a great controller. Now, the top controller on the list, if you haven't guessed yet, is the original Dreamcast controller, which comes with all the Dreamcast consoles. I mean, there's not really anything bad I can say about this. It's real comfortable, the triggers are placed very well, all the buttons are sturdy, the analog stick's just awesome. The D-pad itself even sticks out quite far, so you don't have to worry about rubbing your finger on it or anything like that. The only thing I can complain about is this stupid bottom wiring here where you have to connect it to the clip. Even these third-party companies got it and they realized, hey, I should probably put the wire in the back so we don't have to deal with that crap, but whatever. This one's definitely the best. I mean, if you're going to get a new controller, always go with the original. So the last thing I want to talk about here are these Dreamcast controller extensions. I got a pair of these here. I haven't really been able to find them in any game store since I picked up my Dreamcast bundle a few years back. But these things are awesome. They're about 5-6 feet long and they obviously extend the controller length about double. So you can really stretch these across any living room, game room you got. So that's my review on Sega Dreamcast controllers and extensions. Thanks for watching.